Hi everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today I'm going to discuss some more questions on Commvault, which is generally helpful in your interview. If you are going for the Commvault interview, generally, the interviewer generally ask the question from this section. Let's take a first question. A backup job is running very slow. How will you troubleshoot? That's the, this is a genuine question. This is a genuine reason you can say. This is, we can easily face this issue um, in our environment. When media agent disk is full, how will you resolve it? This is also a common question. How do you understand, sorry, how do you troubleshoot backup job failures in Commvault? Anyhow, first and third questions are correlated to each other. How does deduplication work in Commvault? I already make a one video on deduplications, how DDB works. Okay, so please go through it, and if you have any questions and doubt, please ping me in comment. I will try to make another video on your questions, on your doubt. Okay, let's jump to the other question. How do you check logs in Commvault? If you're working, if you are working on and not working, if you are going for any troubleshoot backup jobs, then how you can check logs? Okay, let me provide a one pointer here. You can check logs from logs from process manager, from process manager. I will make one video on Commvault process manager, where are Commvault logs stored in Linux. I will also make a one video on Linux, how we are taking a backup of Linux machines, physical, virtual. Okay, so here's the so only the only the sixth question for you, but I in this video I'm going to discuss in broader level the first question, that is, a backup job is running very slow. How will you troubleshoot it? Okay, so let's jump to the simple answer. An interview asks you, a backup job is running very slow. How will you troubleshoot it? So generally they not ask a single question, they ask a multiple question in one question. Okay, you can say, if a backup job is running very slow, first I identify the phases where the slowdown is happening. Where we are struggling, such as scan phase, backup phase, backup or data protection phase, archiving phase, cleanup, or you can say the post-provisioning phase. So generally we need to check in which phase the backup job are stuck. Then I check the job throughput to determine whether the bottleneck is on the client, network, or media agent side. After that, I verify client resource like CPU, memory, and disk IO. That means input and output operations. Check network latency and review media agent and storage write operation as well. That's a simple answers from your side. If ded if deduplication is enabled, I also check the DDB health. In the last, finally, I analyze the logs to determine the root cause of the issue. Why I'm adding the last line? Because in some cases we received a multiple incident, let's say an example 20 or 30 for the same issue. Then our management will ask, may ask to create a PRV, that is a problem ticket, and attach all the incident to that PRV and try to find the root cause of this issue. so that we can prevent in future. Got it? So in a simple word, you can say, let me repeat the same statement. If any interview asks to you this question, a backup job is running very slow, how will you troubleshoot? Then you can simply say that if a backup job is running very slow, first I identify the phases, that means where the jobs is stuck, where the slowdown is happening, such as scan phase, backup phase, archiving phase, cleanup, or the post provisioning phase. Then I check throughput to determine whether the bottleneck is on the client side, network, or the media agent side. After that, I verify client resources like a CPU, memory, and a disk IO, that is the input and output operation. Check network latency and review the media agent and the storage write operation. If deduplication is enabled, I also check the DDBB health. Finally, I analyze the logs to determine the root cause of the issue. So, is the simple answers from your side. Then, in this answer, interviewer generally analyze all the things that you know the backup environment very well. Okay, let's jump to the next slide. Maybe the interviewer ask how you can check that. Then you can say the job details from job detail, job throughput, Mbps, time when slow down started, data size versus time taken. This is a very important. Whether slowdown is client side or media agent side. Client side, I'm just saying sometimes when the multiple jobs are running through one machine. Let's an example, media agent 1 having a load around 50 servers. In this case, CPU maybe spike, maybe spike. This is general phase. Okay, this is general phase. Maybe a spike. Network bandwidth utilization, backup traffic sharing with the production traffic. This is a very important line. You need to learn about this. I mean, you need to dig the deep dive of this line. How can you check? Maybe the interview ask from you. How can you check the network issue? If I mean, if the backup is running very slow, then how can you verify the network as a network perspective? Then you can say that ping, traceroute, netstat. I will cover these points in the upcoming videos, but if you have any doubt how we can check ping, how we can check traceroute, how we can do netstat, I will make another video. Okay. Client side performance, media agent, deduplication database, storage performance, and job logs. Got it? Let's jump to the another slide. That's very important for you. Okay. Backup job log. This is this question for your certification as well. For your certification. Backup job log. Which log you need to check? CL backup.log. It help you slow source backup process on the client side. Helps to identify. I mean, this is nothing but what here you will identify slow file scanning, file ready source, permission problems. I mean, sometimes there is some permission issues. Okay, snapshot issue, media agent logs, cvma.log. You know, for media agent issue, you can jump to the cvma.log. It helps to understand, I mean, helps to identify the data transfer issue, disk write operations, disk write problems, mount path problems. Mount path problems, that means why MA, that is media agent, goes, went offline. Got it? This is a very, very frequent incident which is came in our queue in your environment or in actual environment. Media agent went offline. Maybe the network bleep, maybe the storage issue, maybe the latency issue. I mean anything. But if in your environment this alert is configured, then generally they will come in queue after 1 week or 2 week. Okay, let's jump to the another slide. Deduplication, how you can check the duplication issues that the backup is running very slow due to the DDB. Then what logs you need to check, that is the SIDB engine.log, DDB latency, DDB fragmentation, dedupe lookup delays. You can easily identify from the logs and you can provide the root cause to your management that you can say this is the root cause why the backups are running very slow. Got it? Storage log, cbmount.log. Here you can easily find out the disk latency, mount path problems. In mount path problems, generally they so that's the connectivity issue. Got it? Let's jump to the next slide. The last slide, that is a data transfer log. You can easily figure out from the cvd.log. Here you can identify the network latency, connections drops, firewall issue. Got it? I mean firewall 840, 8403, 8401, 8402, and ping me that which port, let me a question for you, which ports needs to be enabled for for file transfer. Okay, I need this answer in comment box. I hope this is very helpful for you for your interview. Thanks for watching. Let's meet in another video.